Wow, stories.
My ex-husband lets his girlfriend play mom to our kids, so I took them to court. And now she's banned from seeing them. Context: my husband and I got a divorce 3 years ago, but still see each other on a weekly basis due to our young children. If it's relevant, we divorced because he cheated on me with his assistant, who is now his girlfriend. In the divorce, I agreed to give him weekends with our kids, and we spend family time together frequently. Up until recently, that hasn't been a problem. I have always tried to be civil with my ex-husband around my kids because I do not want them to have a bad relationship with their father. But recently, he has started to bring his girlfriend to our one-on-one time with our kids. He started bringing her along without asking me a couple of months ago. I expressed to him how it made me feel and that this was meant to be family time. But he insisted that she was family to the kids and they should get used to her being around. I later brought it up to her, hoping that she would see my side woman to woman, but she instead told me that if it bothered me so much, I might as well just not go. It got even worse a couple of weeks ago, when she started insisting that my children call her mom, even in front of me. My kids seem to like her a lot as she is always bribing them with candy. Once again, I tried to talk to their father about it, but he told me that she had never had any kids of her own, that she loved them as if they were her own, and that it was selfish of me to try and stop her from seeing them, which, to be clear, I am not doing. I feel as though I am being replaced not only as a wife, but also as a mother to my children. My ex and his girlfriend always have the whole weekend to hang out with my kids, so it is not as if this is the only chance she has to spend time with them. I have never really liked her, but once again tried to be kind to her for my kids' sake. I don't know what to do, and I can't help but feel like my children are being manipulated. Please help me. Update. Thank you, everyone, for your words of encouragement and your tough love. I needed a wake-up call, and I have gotten in touch with my lawyer. I realized that at some point in my life, I became passive and stopped fighting back. My children, both of whom are very young, do not deserve a fake family. I saw many people telling me that I need to let go of what our family used to be. And as much as it hurts, I have realized that this is true. I will no longer be spending time with my ex-husband and his girlfriend, beyond drop-offs and pickups. I contacted them and let them know that if she continues to force my kids to refer to her as mom, I will be taking further legal action. I will admit that I have been spending a lot of time crying over the past 18 hours, which is why it took me so long to update. I plan on taking a day off of work, and I will be talking to my children. I will tell them that their father's girlfriend is not and will never be their mom, and that if she tries to make them call her that name again, they should inform me straight away. A few people told me to tell my kids about my ex's infidelity. I will not be doing that. I refuse to alienate my children from their father due to something that happened in our relationship. I made it clear that their father's girlfriend is not their mother, and that is as far as I will go. I have realized that I have been using family time not for the benefit of my kids, as I previously claimed, but for my own selfish reasons. I have been in denial about the divorce for 3 years, and family time was a way for me to pretend everything was normal. I think that is why my husband's girlfriend's presence there was so jarring for me. I now realize the error of my ways and am frankly quite disgusted with myself. I feel pathetic for clinging onto a relationship with my ex-husband, even after he cheated on me and left me for his assistant. As I previously stated, I have been in contact with my lawyer about the girlfriend trying to make my children call her mom. I never would have thought of this if it wasn't for your comments, and you were all right. My lawyer says that due to these new updates, the situation may change. I will update you all once I know more on that front. In the meantime, I plan to focus on healing myself, and I will start attending therapy. I saw some questions, and I will try to respond to those to the best of my ability. Once again, thank you all so much. Your advice may well have changed the trajectory of my life, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. I wasn't sure what the protocol is for updates, as I am new to Reddit, but please let me know if I have done something wrong. Now for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. I know this is hard to hear, but you need to make a break from your ex-husband. It's been 3 years. If you wish to have some time with your kids on a weekend, maybe pick them up early on Sunday. I know it is hard and unfair, but he isn't your husband anymore. He has made the decision to be with her and will always side with her on things like this now. Save yourself the trauma, as you won't win here, as much as I sympathize. Comment 2. I understand that you are trying to amicably co-parent, but I think you need to move towards giving him the kids on the weekends and maintaining distance when you have to be together. I understand where you are coming from, though. This is adding insult to injury. Now for the update. Thank you for sticking around for this update. So, the situation with my ex and his girlfriend went from bad to worse. Last week I found out she's been telling my kids that I don't want to see them anymore. That's why I wasn't at the last few family gatherings. My heart sank. I couldn't believe she'd stoop so low. The kids, confused and hurt, confronted me about it. It took all I had to keep my composure and reassure them that I love them more than anything. I was furious, but I kept it together for the kids. I had to take action. I called my ex, ready for a showdown. But he just brushed me off, saying I was overreacting. Overreacting. His girlfriend was trying to erase me from my own children's lives. I hung up on him, my hands shaking with anger. The next day, I got a call from the school. My youngest had gotten into a fight. He'd never been in trouble before. When I got there, he was so upset, saying that other kids were teasing him about having 2 moms. It broke my heart. I knew this was all because of her lies. I decided enough was enough. I couldn't let this woman destroy my family any further. I gathered evidence, text messages, and even voice recordings from the kids, talking about the things she'd said. I took everything to my lawyer. He was shocked and said this could be considered emotional manipulation of the children. We filed for an emergency hearing. The day of the hearing was tense. My ex and his girlfriend showed up, all smug, thinking they had the upper hand. But when my lawyer presented the evidence, their faces dropped. The judge was appalled by their behavior. He ruled that she was to have no contact with the kids until a full hearing could be scheduled. My ex was silent, and she was in tears. I felt a wave of relief, but I wasn't happy about it. This was a mess that should never have happened. After the hearing, things at home were tough. The kids were struggling to understand why they couldn't see their dad's girlfriend. I had to explain that sometimes adults make mistakes, and that we need to make sure everyone is safe and happy. They seemed to get it, but I could tell they were still processing everything. Then, out of the blue, my ex showed up at my door, alone. He looked defeated. He apologized, said he didn't realize how far things had gone. He admitted he should have listened to me. I didn't know what to say. Part of me wanted to slam the door in his face, but I let him in. We talked for hours. He agreed to go to counseling with the kids and me, to try and repair the damage. It's been pretty up and down of a week. I've been through every emotion possible, but I'm hopeful that we can move forward from this. The kids are resilient, and I'm proud of how they're handling things. I'm just trying to be the best mom I can be, and I'll do whatever it takes to protect my family.